Hi, my name is Saniya and I'm one of the people behind Ricky's Artisan Pizza. Ricky's is one of a unique concept that we brought to Lahore, Pakistan, and it basically a pizza on wheels concept. So if you're having a party at your house, if you're having a get-together, a wedding function, a birthday, any kind of get-together where you're getting people together, we take care of the food by sending you an oven at your place, which will be baking fresh off the oven pizzas for you right on the spot. So Ricky's is basically a COVID baby. जब COVID हुआ तो हम सबको पता है कि the normal completely changed for us. It was the new normal. हम लोग को घर में रहना पड़ा. We had to stay isolated and there was basically nothing to do. So एक तो the nothing to do bit helped quite a bit for us because normally ज़िंदगी की भागो दौड़ में आप इतने busy होते हो कि creative ideas और innovative ideas आना मुश्किल होता है. So when my husband and I were home, we were not running around trying to do something or the other all the time. We had time on our hands, and this is when we came up with the idea of Ricky's. And this idea was also born out of necessity at that time क्योंकि उस time पे restaurants बंद हो गए हुए थे. Indoor dining was not allowed, but एक चीज़ पाकिस्तान में तो हमें पता है कि कुछ भी हो जाए खाना पीना तो चलता रहता है. सो वी sat down, put our head together and thought of this idea कि किस तरह हम कोई एक नई चीज़, डिफरेंट चीज़ लोगों के घरों में उनके लिए अवेलेबल करें where they can. उस टाइम पे we were talking about smaller get togethers because जब initial time of COVID passed by तो थोड़े थोड़े like pockets में, bubbles में people were meeting. So we wanted to give them something where they could get together and eat with their friends. So basically between me and my husband we are huge foodies. हम लोगों को खाना खाने का भी बहुत शौक है, खाना खिलाने का भी बहुत शौक है और साथ साथ खाना पकाने का भी शौक है. तो कोविड के अंदर भी we were really focused on every day making something new. तो उसके दौरान pizzas is something that we realized जब हमने बनाने शुरू किए कि we are making good pizzas and our kids love them, we like them, and then whenever we would call anybody over they would love the pizza. So then when we came up with the idea of a mobile catering unit, it was a no-brainer that it had to be pizzas. So then we started looking into different ideas around the world. Pinterest देखा, Google के ऊपर search किया, and we went ahead and drew what we would like this whole concept to look like. And हमारा एक local element है which is the rickshaw. So we put a rickshaw in front of our truck, and if you're wondering why we called Ricky's, it derived from the word rickshaw. So Ricky's comes from there. Then we basically looked around, found a vendor in Karachi who would help us develop whatever we had in our mind. उसके बाद भी back and forth बहुत चलती रही सब कुछ. Once that order was placed for the contraption, we needed to get down to work on the recipe. This is where my job basically came in. I went ahead, एक element from the dough to the marinara sauce to the topping to कि pizzas के flavors क्या होने चाहिए, what are the popular flavors that people like, what are the flavors that kids like, what is something different that we can do, because in one way हम एक बहुत different चीज़ लेकर आ रहे थे. And then when we also decided to bring out a Neapolitan style pizza, which not a lot of people over here are doing, and then we were doing wood-fired pizzas. So recipes had to be different as well, the flavors had to be different as well. So keeping all of that in mind, we developed our menu, we did a lot of trial and error. We had family who was our guinea pig, जिनको हम खिला के पिज़्ज़ा एक टाइम पे आ गया था जिसमें उन्होंने कह दिया कि बस अब हमें और पिज़्ज़ा नहीं खाना, थैंक्स, नो पर नो थैंक्स. बट eventually सबकी support के साथ we launched from our house in January 2021. हम लोग के गराज के अंदर हमारा रिक्शा आ गया, हम लोग के गराज के अंदर वो खड़ा होता था. गराज में हमने 3-4 छोटी टेबलें लगा ली. पीपल वुड कम इन, डिलीवरी, टेक अवे, कुछ अगर किसी ने बैठना होता था तो हम बैठा के भी खिलाते थे. एंड देन ग्रेजुअली वी स्टार्टेड ग्रोइंग. जब व्हेन वी रियलाइज दैट अब घर के अंदर नहीं हो सकता, बिकॉज मेरा एक छोटा सा किचन था, उसमें या मेरा कुक रह सकता था या मेरा रिकीज़ का स्टाफ रह सकता था. उसके बाद वी मूव्ड आउट फ्रॉम आवर हाउस, वी मूव टू अ लोकेशन. And then we had initially to start with, we had one Ricky. Now we have two, mashallah. We're our third one is under production. Alhamdulillah, the concept is picked up very well. The idea of having fresh off the oven pizza in the comfort of your home is picked off very well. Pizza is something that has been here for a long time. और हम लोग अब पल बढ़ चुके हैं एक स्पेसिफिक काइंड ऑफ पिज़्ज़ा के ऊपर, जिसे मैं कहती हूँ कि जी देसी स्टाइल पिज़्ज़ा है, जिसकी मोटी सी डो है, बहुत ज़्यादा टॉपिंग्स हैं, फुल ऑफ सॉसेज एंड फुल ऑफ टॉपिंग. So when we brought around the Neapolitan style pizza, which is basically a very thin in the center, fluffy on the outside, and since it's so thin in the center, उसकी जो toppings हैं वो बहुत there's only a specific weight that we can put it. तो toppings इतनी ज़्यादा नहीं हो सकती. But so when we were bringing out this idea, a lot of people did, I mean, although they liked what we were making, but they did question us कि क्या ये चल जाएगा लाहौर में, बिकॉज लाहौर के लोग जो हैं वो पिज़्ज़ा एक बहुत डिफरेंट तरीके से खाते हैं, कंज्यूम करते हैं. So it was a risk that we took, but I'm happy to report and observe that it did pick up very well, and a lot of people have thought that it's a very refreshing change from what they've been having, because normal कोई पिज़्ज़ा कहीं बाहर से कहीं और से खाएं तो वो पेट में जाके बैठ ही जाता है, और मतलब it gives a very heavy feeling, whereas the pizza that we have, you are having pizza but it doesn't make you feel very heavy afterwards. We still, I mean, it's not like सबने कहा कि जी बहुत अच्छा पिज़्ज़ा. अभी भी बहुत लोग हैं जो हम लोगों को कंप्लेन करते हैं कि जी आपके पिज़्ज़े पे टॉपिंग ही कोई नहीं है, आप इतनी कम चीज़ डाली हुई है और आपकी डो तो बिल्कुल नान जैसी है. बट देयर आर फ्यू एंड फार बिटवीन, बट जनरली पीपल हैव बिकम मोर एक्सेप्टिंग ऑफ दिस काइंड ऑफ पिज़्ज़ा एंड दे प्रेफर इट एज वेल. वी हैव नाउ पीपल हु डोंट हैव एनी अदर पिज़्ज़ा, बट दे ओनली कम बिकॉज वी ऑल्सो हैव एन आउटलेट अपार्ट फ्रॉम द केटरिंग दैट वी डू. वी ऑल्सो हैव एन आउटलेट, सो दे ओनली कम हियर एंड हैव अ पिज़्ज़ा and 2-3 times a week, which is quite amazing. For me it's amazing for somebody to like something that we make so much that they want to come 2-3 times a week. चलते फिरते गैदरिंग्स में फ्रेंड्स के साथ या just pick up and go kind of an item. So our expansion plans are also along the same lines. Right now we are working on our third vehicle, which is going to be a bigger vehicle than what we have right now. So that vehicle is going to be able to serve to out of station clients as well. And iske alawa, then we're also going to look we're already in conversation with a couple of people of parking it in specific places where we can make pizza available for the people around that area. Lastly, if you haven't tried Ricky's yet, I would suggest that you give it a shot. We do all kinds of events. I mean, you name it at the moment. We've done events. Like अगर आप शादी का कोई भी फंक्शन उठाएं, चाहे वो दुआए खैर हो, चाहे वो मायू हो, मेहंदी हो, बारात हो, वलीमा हो, we've been there. Baby showers, bridal showers, birthday parties, pool parties, boys night out, girls day out, any party that you think of, we've been there. And the promise that we give to you is that exceptionally good food, fresh out of the oven, and no hassle free. So the Ricky will arrive an hour before service. You don't need to do anything. You just need to arrange plates for your customers and that's it. आपका kitchen free है, आपकी अगर पार्टी हो रही है, your kitchen is not getting, usually होता है कि घर में पार्टी होती है, kitchen का हशर हुआ होता है, तो यहाँ पे आपका kitchen free है. The food, we will come in, make the food, serve the food, and leave, and then you basically sit down and enjoy your party with us. So give it a shot, and I'm pretty sure you won't be disappointed.